today is the Beyond GDP Symposium. It's bringing in people within the development industry. The Prime Minister of Bhutan, who's speaking to us about looking at development in a holistic way and instead of just focusing on the economics of development.
Society is in dire need of reclaiming humanity, of re-evaluating and resetting its goals for development. But values in themselves are not enough, and wrong and immoral ends are deadly, as indeed we are discovering. We need a wise and ethical vision that will guide the progression of society.
We also have a degree in international development right now. It really exposes us to NGOs, to our partners, and to the world, and it also brings to Humber College dignitaries, as we've seen today with the former Prime Minister of Bhutan, David Miller, the Lieutenant Governor of Ontario. So it really focuses and remains with faculty and students, and of course our graduates, that they can make a difference, because there are people all over the world making a difference in terms of humanitarian and disaster relief.
Because when we look critically at the state of the world, our performance is simply not good enough. Whether it's the poverty of the majority, the excessive consumption of the minority, the fragility of our environment, or growing concerns about security, we just have too much unfinished business.
I think it's really important to start locally because people can make connections and understand them in very real ways. And from the perspective of a student, for example, you can know that you can make a real difference in your community on issues you're passionate about, whether it's environmental issues or social justice, social inclusion, economic issues like addressing poverty.
My hope, I suppose, on another level is that it challenges them and compels them to move forward. And development is not an easy thing. Relief is not an easy world to work in, but we are making a difference. And the world is, in many ways, becoming a better place. There's always challenges, there's always bad news. You don't have to look too far for that, but we are making a difference, and it's about those little steps, it's about those incremental steps, that domino kind of effect for the better.
The world is serious about alternative approaches. More and more are beginning to realize that we can't stay on the same path. And for Humber College to be hosting this conversation, you have brought some very impressive speakers. The additional value of this conference is that the students here can actually hear firsthand from such great minds. People who, I believe, by what they do, redeem human society.